Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sheldon. The head is big for a reason. This is Convo with the Head. We can't do one at 10. We can't have beautiful conversation. Now, on this episode, I'm sitting in the presence of greatness because, yes, when it comes to music, one of the finest musical minds we have in the country. She's been in the industry for a very long time. She's influenced the culture, the game. She's bagged all the awards. But she's still going. She's still moving on with the craft. And she has a project out that we need to have a conversation with. And apart from that, it is important that we sit and we have like a general conversation with regards to what is happening in her life. So ladies and gentlemen, on this episode of Convo with the Head, I have here in the studio with me, Efya. I'll add the Nokturnal. Then I should have the
I mean, yes.
Efya Nokturnal. Or and I don't know. Welcome to Sheldon.
Thank you so much, Sheldon.
Everything cool?
Yes, please.
What did you?
Pacho
then or D.
Cuckoo.
Nah, you can't change that. You can't. Coco, I was a Coco or the Mori Coco or the other ones.
How's that Coco?
What be like the standard way you go for Sati you and things?
Oh, like two
CDs.
Yeah.
So the one I'm sure. Do you want? Do you
in the rubber? It has to be in the rubber.
You don't like pouring it in a cup or calabash?
No. It has to be in the rubber. Then you have to shake it. No, actually, no way.
It's three. But welcome to Sheldon.
Thank you so much. Congratulations on your nuptials.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. How do you feel?
I'm feeling fine, my man. In the wise words of Benson, I'm feeling fine. Yeah, beautiful experience. So. But where they be like, I'm for putting the request right now.
Yeah, I was going to tweet at you and be like, oh, Sheldon, make you no worry for the singing.
The performance. Hey, Scanty, cancel performance.
Scanty.
We're good.
Scanty, cancel the performance. Yes, we're good. Yeah, we'll definitely represent for you. I mean, you deserve it. You have represented the musicians in a very amazing way.
Thank you
and have helped a lot of us, our careers. So if there's anything that we got to do for you, we on game. I'm past because Baudi Yabekasa.
Scanty, please, the cancellation. The cancellation Pacho asterisk Fatum. But anyway, musically, what is happening in your life? Where are you right now?
I have finally been able to drop an EP that I've been trying to work, put together for the past 3 years.
Okay.
As of now, it's 2 weeks old on today. So we're very excited about it. We're almost about 100,000 streams to go on Spotify. It's going really, really well. And the reception has been really, really lovely. The music is different from what I normally do. So I think I'm giving it enough time for everybody to soak it and then get it into their systems, before I start asking questions. So I'm sure in a month's time, we will be getting more comments about it. But so far, the industry has been very supportive. I've been on radio runs for the past 2 weeks, early mornings, late nights, but it's all worth it because in the end, I'm fulfilling my purpose and I'm really excited about the fact that I'm alive and well and I can do it.
Charlie, you see delivery. Interview new very smooth, bro. Anyway, so now as I said, we are in an era where there's a lot of competition, there's conversation. In a recent interview, I mean, someone like Andre 3000 said he's in a stage right now where he doesn't feel like rapping, like there is nothing to talk about. You have been in the industry for a very long time. You have seen regimes, you have transitioned, you have evolved, and you are still moving. You are still singing about different things with different perspectives.
Yeah.
So with your situation, because there are people that would not get this kind of longevity, what is your secret or what is keeping you moving?
I think the most thing is I really like what I do.
Okay.
Yes, I like it and I love it. And it gives me a lot of positive energy when I'm able to do it right and be able to impact people in my own special way, in very, very different ways where the music becomes a form of healing, not for just me, but also the fans. So when you are able to exude that kind of energy, it keeps you going. And it's a very powerful thing that also manifests in different forms. That gives me the opportunity to take my talent to different levels and different boundaries. And I'm really excited about it. But the motivation mostly is because I believe that God gave me a gift and I have to use it.
But do you, I mean, get the creative block or writer's block or whatever? Where,
oh, yes. Yeah. When I was working on the EP, I had to leave my space because, I live in a big house sometimes by myself, you know? So I get really comfortable in my space. I have curated in a certain way where I don't have to move for anything. So I had to leave my space, go lodge in a hotel for like a month and like get my head out of myself and then go into another box because, regardless of the fact that you want to go into a box, there's different boxes.
Yeah.
And I'm a very, very imaginative person. So sometimes my brain be overload. So I had to go relax my brain and make sure that my blocks were released and then pattern the meaning for what it is I wanted to ascend to, especially with everything that I've done, because I've done a lot when it comes to the music. So trying to do something different sometimes is a little difficult, but with focus and consistency, it wasn't impossible. And I churned out the magic that is the EP now.
Okay. So the Efya sound,
yes,
back in the day till today, I watched an interview that you did with Joy where you walked them through the creative process behind the album cover, the EP cover.
Yes.
So you are in a stage right now where you are paying attention to the art that you are putting out there.
Yes, please.
So from those days till now, what has been like? What has changed about the Efya sound? Let me put it that way.
I think that she's more matured now,
Okay.
Because now she's grown. She's not a young little girl anymore. She's been through a lot of ups and downs. Then has more to talk about when it comes to formulation of becoming an adult properly, which means accountability, responsibility. Listening to your elders in a way where you wouldn't listen to them before, and actually building a structured kind of like setup for the future, which matters now more when you're growing up. You want to have a kind of future that is set for you. So this is being able to be financially independent in all kinds of ways. So there's so many things that I can be singing about now, especially with the maturity that I have gained.
Now, recently, Kwadwo took to the studio to vent his plan on the fact that the relationship between artists or creatives and the people that consume their product or the content sometimes looks like the audience or the fans, they do not understand the direction of the artists or the creatives. So they start the jabs, the criticisms and whatnot. So Kwadwo addressed it in a song like that. Now with you, I'm sure people do move to you. People try to understand. You see, I think something has changed about you. Those days, you were not out there chatting with people, like being friendly with people on socials.
Yeah.
But with what I've seen recently, you are out there talking to people. Like I've seen you go back and forth with people in the comment section everywhere.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just join a space, like uninvited, you just come, you pick a mic and you talk to people. What has changed with regards to your relationship with like your fans, the audience, with regards to the content that you're putting
I think for that, because you realize that the numbers keep going up and people want to hear from you, I think it's part of the marketing strategy to actually normalize yourself to them, regardless of the fact that you are a super being, for them to be able to connect with you in that way, being able to chat with you, being able to know that you're in the space with them, it makes them feel closer to you. And having fans feel closer to you gives them much more like what is it called? Closure to what it is that you make them feel when they listen to your music. So when they hear you talking on a space, expressing yourself about normal issues, funny issues, whatever it could be, if it could be just banter, it just makes them feel like, oh, Efya is somebody I could relate to, and this is why I love her music. It makes it more understanding for them to see that, oh, this is why I connect with her. She's funny and she gets me.
But the fanatism aspect where people set agenda. And like right now, they see the Nigerian artists sell out the O2s and whatnot, and then they coming for the next day is like, if we are on your necks. Where are you with that? Because in an interview you said we shouldn't put pressure on the artist. I mean, at the right time, everything will come to play. But then they don't care. They want to be on your case.
It's okay. It's okay that they don't care.
Yeah.
But what happens is, I think they care. That's why they want us to do these things, right? They
don't see it as an attack.
No, they love us so much that they want to see us do the things that other people are doing, which is normal. It's like a parent, right? If you say like wadam foba, cook school, why you say, you look at your mate, we'll see what your mates are doing. It doesn't mean they don't love you. It just means they want more for you. But how I explain it is that everybody's going through their own things in the industry. We don't know personally. You get me? And financial support is not there as much as it is for these other people. Now, these people have like companies that back them, alcohol companies that back them. You understand? Like all sorts of branding things that come into play to be able to ensure them to financially place themselves in certain places that will increase their like artistry. You get me? We just saw Rima and all the things that they did on stage, bruh. You know that shit is money. You understand? So it's like, considering all the things that are against us, please realize that we are doing the best that we can, because some of us have been doing this for a couple of years and we didn't stop, regardless of the things that have tried to stop us, regardless of the gatekeeping, regardless of the low financial budgets and everything. We didn't stop. And if we didn't stop, people like Black Hole wouldn't have me here, because then they'll be like, Charlie, if I do this thing, everybody's stopping. Am I going to go and stop? But because they're artists like Mike and so forth and so that keep going like us, it gives the other people coming inspiration to be like, okay, it seems like things might be hard, but they're doing it, so I can do it too.
But then you as an artist, do you sometimes sit back and go like, you look at what these people are doing and you question like your achievement?
Oh, for me, it's just a matter of time. I never really question my achievement, because nobody's finna do what I've done, regardless. You get me? So I've never really compared myself to anybody. I've always been in my own lane and curated a certain sound for myself that is like curated for me, and my people love me for that. So not me trying to hop into somebody's lane, trying to overdo what it is that they've done, especially without the capabilities. You get me? But when we get on stage, bruh, it's a different story.
So you are someone that, as I said, you I don't know if you have devised a strategy to accommodate some of the things that the media or whatever, the news feed, they throw at you. You were in the news recently with regards to the Black Rasta issue, a whole lot of things. They say hurtful things about you. And mental health be something that we don't talk about in our industry, because everyone is trying to front. How do you deal with some of these things? Because you see them, they are hurtful stuff, and sometimes you react. Maybe the reaction you try to form like front.
I mean, you gotta try and finesse it so that they don't get the devil out of you, because if the devil comes out, it might not be good for you, public wise. You don't want to show your full anger in public. You get me? It's not presentable. And for me, it's not ladylike. You get me? So I would rather do things in the back. You get me? So to check it just in case, so that it doesn't happen again. But what happens is I go for therapy and then I free myself of these mental situations, and then meditate and then know that regardless of what it is that is said, as long as, I keep maintaining my decorum, I will be okay. And I have a very, very strong support system that ensures that I'm mentally safe, and also I learned not to feed into the negativity too much so that it will affect my reality.
But then it keeps coming.
Well, we'll just keep winning.
Anyway. All right. So let's move on. So the EP, No More Tears.
No More Tears.
Were you crying before?
I mean, I am a crybaby. I won't even lie. Yes, I said.
What things did they put you in?
I said natural mama ba.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm a mommy's girl. I cry a lot about, when I get angry, I cry. Sometimes, I don't really have a way of expressing anger so much to be excessive. So I cry about it. But I made a decision to myself not to cry anymore, especially about unnecessary things. Maybe like when friends are arguing, all these kind of little things. I shouldn't be crying about them. I'm a big girl.
So that inspired the creation of this.
It also just means no more to anything that makes you cry, like struggling, mental issues, heartbreak, just being broken. After COVID, a lot of people were not mentally okay because we had a shift, and then the algorithm became our master. Now, depending on all of those things, a lot of people lost themselves. Yes, and I just wanted to say no more to all of that. No more to all the stress. No more to everything that makes you cry. So it's not just the tears.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is what this body of work is trumpeting.
Yes, basically like a manifestation of self-love in its highest form to make you ascend to your better self.
Okay, so this is this is not about love and everything, like love songs and everything that you are,
There's a little love song.
Okay.
There's a little love involved, but love and pain go together.
Okay.
It kind of it's messy, but it kind of goes together.
Okay.
Like even like in relationships, not everything is gonna be great all the time.
Okay.
You're gonna have down days. You're gonna have days that you don't want to see each other because you're pissed off in your own world.
Okay.
But you still gotta come back and say I love you.
Okay. What has been the reception? The reception for this particular.
I think everybody is trying to figure out their favorite for now. Yes, but I think the best one, according to the streams, is right now Olua, which would be the last song, which is the song of praise. After you've been through everything, we all know that God is the only way. Yeah.
Are you impressed with the kind of feedback you are getting?
I'm very, very impressed, and I can't wait to see what happens next.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is an EP.
Yes.
Are we creating an album after this, or
yes, the album has been in process. I've been working on my album for almost 4 years now.
Okay.
We've been trying to pick. It's about 150 songs.
150 songs
that we have to pick out of. It's a lot of music that I've been doing over the years.
Okay.
So trying to pick the right ones to let them collaborate with each other, for them to actually make the mix the way. And then you have to go into tech. When we go in like mixing and mastering, it takes a while if you want the work to be done in a certain way. So, but next year we will present an album.
An album. Okay.
Yes, definitely before the summer. But I'm gonna drop another EP before.
Okay, another EP. Are you going to drop it with Sarkodie? Because you owe us an album with Sarkodie. That's what we have said. We have decided. I don't know if you know.
These are the threats I was talking about.
Yes, this is not. We don't care about your feelings or anything. Just give us the album.
I feel you. Okay. What's gonna happen is me and Mike gonna have a talk, and then I'm finna get back to y'all and let y'all know how it went down.
What is it with Mike, Brad Mike, that like anytime the two of you enter a studio, it's like, okay, we are cooking, and this is overly cooked food for you people, and it's like back to back to back like that. We can list the songs.
When it's good, it's good.
Okay.
It can only get better when it's good. So you put in the sauce, you put in the ingredients that will make it the best, and then it's the best.
So there's a possibility of a Sarkodie Efya album, joint album.
By God's grace, like I said, when our energies align, and the time is right,
okay,
it will happen.
The energy alignment,
yeah, me and him got to be in the same wavelength. It has to be right.
Okay.
Otherwise, it won't be right. Okay. You don't want to be doing things with people here if you're not in the same mindset with them, right?
Okay.
Yes, but it's something that we have spoken about, and I think it will happen when the time is right.
Okay. All right. So, what is the what is the expectation for No More Tears?
Honestly, it's supposed to be able to, emotionally balance out everybody, prepare them for the year coming, make everybody stronger in themselves, and know that like everything is gonna be okay. A lot of us are working on different things, and we're just keeping our fingers crossed that the moves that we're making are the right moves. And I believe that by God's grace, it'll work out for everybody. But just to put the word out there that you're not alone when you're sad or depressed or anything. I feel it too. So I'm singing these songs just to let you know that you are going to be okay.
So this is for everyone.
It's for everyone. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Efya Nokturnal in the studios of KSS. Beautiful conversation. Your last words, Efya.
I would like to say thank you for having me. Shout out to you and your team. You guys are amazing at what you do. I just dropped a new EP. It's called No More Tears. Everybody go stream it and enjoy the music. And we're having a show. I'm having my first annual show on the 23rd of December at the conference Event Center. It's called Efya Live. It's going to be the introduction because it's going to be the annual show that we're going to have yearly. I've done a lot of headline shows, but this will be mine, curated by me and my team to suit our amazing audience. And I can't wait for you guys to see what it is that we're presenting.
And you are introducing Big Dragon to
mean, she will be there too.
She will be there.
Yeah.
How do you activate Big Dragon though?
I mean, she doesn't really have a particular activation mode. She really just be popping out when she's ready.
Just like that. You remember the Beyonce Sasha Fierce story?
Yeah.
People start reading meanings into it.
It's okay. I think you have other personalities of your own.
Yes, but
right?
the bonku side of
Do they all your personalities love Banku?
Yes.
All my personalities love Fufu.
Fufu.
Yes.
Maybe they did bonku.
Me di Fufu.
Big Dragon no more kwine.
Opa mixing kwine no. Opa me mixing kwine no. Ebedi.
Okay. Anyway. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, Efya Nokturnal in Kwadwo Sheldon Studios. Beautiful conversation. The concert is coming. The EP is available on all streaming platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, Boomplay, everywhere. Go check it out. And yes, thanks for coming. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us too.
Yes.
We'll see you at the wedding.
Okay.
Exciting.
She said she will perform, but right now we put asterisks for there because the money and the management 2 day back date. I'm more to threat.
Because
it's earlier, you better count us. But thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
God bless.
Thank you. Exciting.